Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, babe? You don't like my intro?
No, you always do, what is it? Still in Martin Lawrence stuff.
Well, why don't you come up with something then?
I mean, is that a thing that you're doing now?
No, I just like saying it.
Oh, so it just comes out naturally.
Yeah, it just comes out. I say what's up. Then I was seeing a new Bad Boy trailer, and he got he's ready to go.
Okay. Awesome.
What's up? How's everybody else doing? How's everybody
Hi,
else
everyone.
doing?
Hello, loveologists.
What's up? So we'll get right into this. It is a new day.
Mm-hmm.
I always say another day, another dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. What we're going to talk about today is the 10 coming long-term relationship mistakes.
That's right.
We're going to jump right into this.
Okay, let's do it.
My voice seems a little raspy.
Yeah, what's going on? You trying to seduce some people or something?
Maybe I should make an album with a raspy voice. Maybe not. So we're going to jump right into it, but I want to remind everybody that we do have a live discussion on Wednesdays. I know we have some newcomers. We want to hear what you have to say as well. We do it on Facebook Live. You can check us out on, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. We go live and talk about the particular episode. So join us, and don't forget to check out our website as well, loveologypodcast.com. So let's get into it. So we said 10 coming long-term mistakes, right? We're coming up on about 7 years of our relationship. Are we considered? We gotta give a little shout out for that.
Give us some applause for 7 years. Give me a big old pat on the back.
Yeah,
Jason, if I want.
this is pros and cons with that.
No, I'm just kidding, Jason.
Are we considered long term?
Yes, of course.
7 years?
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
I would think long term is like 20 years or something. What do you call that?
Long term. A lifetime.
All right.
It's a life sentence. No?
That's a life sentence. 25 years is a life sentence.
Is that what it is in the
Some
criminal
states.
justice system? What is
Yes.
a life sentence?
Some states it's 25 years of life sentence.
Yeah.
So, let's go through them. So, number one, you're tempted to go through your significant other's phone. Now, we talked about snooping in a past podcast. Check it out. So,
to snoop or not to snoop?
to
I think that was the name of
or
it.
not to snoop.
Yeah.
It is. So, why is this a mistake, love?
Well, what?
Because she's a snooper. That's why she don't think it's a mistake.
No. You have to go back to the episode to hear what I said. Don't listen to Jason right now. But why is that a mistake? It just shows lack of trust.
Correct.
We did mention in the previous episode that, I am totally okay with snooping if I get a huge red flag. If something just doesn't seem right, I know Jason very well. He knows me very well. And if I just start to feel like, something is off, men don't want to, all women know we do have an intuition, okay? It is real. And so most of the time we can tell when something's,
Right.
awry. Is that the
Right.
when something is gone wrong here, something is just not right. It's something's up, right?
Right.
Especially with somebody you've been sharing your life with for the past few years. But it's when you continuously snoop, when it becomes a problem because you're just not showing trust.
Well, not only you not showing trust in your partner, but you're not showing trust in yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to hear what the rationale is behind
Well,
this.
sometimes you could be a little insecure, and you seeking validation by checking their emails, checking their phone logs to make sure that they're not talking to somebody else or something like that. Is that not a good
No,
rationale?
I think that the phrase trust in yourself, it just doesn't. No, I mean, if you said if you are being insecure, then okay. But to say trust in myself,
that was a good segue.
Okay.
So, number 2, you stand up each other, and I think sometimes I do that to you.
Explain what you mean by stand up each other.
Well, when you have a date or something and you stand a person up, right?
Do you do that?
Yeah, I think
it's been so long since we went on a date. So.
Well, not necessarily. It don't even have to be like a date. It could be, hey, let's watch a movie later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? We just let little things or big things get in the way. And, essentially I'm standing you up if I let something get in the way, whether it's a video game or a football game. You know what I'm saying? If we make the plans to do it, whether if it's a soft plan or a hard plan, if you don't do that, those little things can add up over time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I would venture to say that some people are standing each other up in major ways in their relationship. And I think this just goes to, this idea that you don't need to take each other for granted, right?
Right.
You need to, respect each other's time and the work that needs to be done in your relationship to keep it strong. So, when you feel bad about standing up somebody that you don't know, sometimes when we are in a long-term relationship, we get too comfortable.
Right.
And we end up doing stuff to this person that we love and have been in a relationship with for a long time.
Right.
That we would never do to somebody that we were just meeting. You
right.
know? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the old folks always say always date your person. That's how you keep your man. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you keep your relationship strong.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to date even though it's a long-term relationship. Just always do things. Date, whether it's do the small things like you were doing to get that person. That's how you keep the person.
Right. And then the point that you made about just letting life get in the way, if we say, well, we're going to do the budget tonight, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
We're going to go over the budget tonight. Let's stick to that. That is a priority.
My wife is very meticulous and it feels like a surgeon going through everything, and it's kind of tedious and frustrating, but we have to do those type of things, right? Right, love?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to number 3. You said something that you didn't mean.
Yes.
What do you think when I'm talking about on that?
The time that people say what they don't mean the most is during fights, and they just, in arguments and disagreements, and they just let their words fly. It's this proverb. I can't remember all of it, but it's something about like things that you can't get back. You can't get back time, and you can't get back a spoken word.
Correct.
So
that's true.
Yes. So as you approach disagreements, you should be, have that in the forefront of your mind that you shouldn't say everything that just,
flies out your you shouldn't say everything that comes to your mind.
Yeah, you should just take a second and really think before you speak. And we also did another episode about that. It's called Fighting Without Fighting.
Fighting Without Fighting. Yes.
So you don't want to say things that you don't mean.
You know what? I'm going to give you I agree with that. And I want to also give a flip side to it as well.
Okay.
This day and age, technology is taking over, right? And sometimes, let's say if I send you a text, but you misread that text as well, and it's not really meant for what you received it because it's in a text message. The communication barrier can be misleading.
Yes.
So I may not have meant it the way that you took it, but if I would have made a simple phone call or I would have waited till we got in person, then you would have took it right. You think that fit in that category as well?
I think so. Well, no, because it says like you're saying things that you don't mean. So with this situation that you just gave, it's the way somebody is interpreting what you said. But you said what you said, right? I said what I said. but this person, your partner, has interpreted the wrong way because it came through a different, it came through text message.
Right. Yeah, I believe foundation of relationships or any relationship is trust, number one. And number two, communication. So communication is very, very, very important. They're pretty much hand in hand, as far as the most important. What do you think? Think trust is more important than communication, or is communication more important than trust?
I can't give either one more importance than the other one.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So when you communicate with a person, whether it's if you're upset and you say the wrong thing, or if you texting or emailing or something and it didn't come out right or whatever, just make sure you clear up all those miscommunications, or just try not to get caught up in that in the first place.
Right.
All right.
And then I think that could also mean, sometimes people don't want to be honest. Honesty is also a very important thing. Even if, you can be honest without hurting somebody's feelings, but if you honestly don't like something, then you should let your partner know that.
Definitely.
So if your partner say, did you like my food?
Yeah, babe, it was awesome.
Well, I don't know, because I've actually talked to a lot of people who say they want the person to lie and pretend like they like.
So they're just gonna live lies throughout their whole life.
Well, that's like one of them little lies, I guess.
I don't know about that.
I when I cook, and cook something new, I ask Jason, please be honest. He don't have any problem being honest. But please be honest. Let me know, do you like this or not? Because if you don't like it, I don't want to waste my time cooking something that you don't like. I want it to be enjoyable to you. That's
right.
like that's like the second purpose of cooking. It's like to eat, and then for it to be enjoyable, and to be nutritious too.
Just like them shoes you bought. You asked me how did I like them, and I said they're whack.
Yeah, and sometimes that's okay. Like, I don't care if you like them. I like them. So, depending on the situation. But yes, Jason is very honest. I was trying to buy some shoes, like he said, and I asked him what he thinks, because he thinks he's like the shoe man.
I am the shoe guru. Especially for women's shoes. I have an eye for that.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
So he does it pretty good.
All right, I'm about to say.
He's bought me quite a few pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm. And all of them. What?
I don't know if all
Crazy,
of them.
100%.
No, because there's a pair of shoes in there that I have not bought at all, because they're like.
You haven't bought it.
I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I have not worn, and I'm probably not going to wear them. I told you they were uncomfortable.
Oh, but they look good. They just don't. They don't fit what you like. Look, a skinny heel and stuff like that.
No, it's like bedazzled, and I don't like bedazzled stuff.
Well, you got to have that type of shoe for different occasions. It's like like a ball or a special event. So you got those on.
Yes,
but they not uncomfortable. They are uncomfortable, but they look great. They look great.
They look okay.
They look great.
For me, I can go to a formal event without wearing, rhinestone shoes.
I get that. I understand. But, and
is that the word?
Maybe so.
Rhinestone?
I'm pretty sure the listeners understand
know what
I'm
trying to say.
And that was early on in our relationship, really before I really understood your quote unquote style.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But still, those are some nice shoes. They're just not nice shoes for you.
Okay.
Right?
Whatever you say. We should take a picture. You know what? We're going to take a picture on social media.
And we're going to post that thing.
Yes. And ask you guys, what do you think of these shoes?
What you think about them?
Poll, do you like them? Yes or no?
Correct.
I'll be interested to find out.
And so when you, just like we were just talking about saying, you said something you didn't mean, try not to be critical with the person. That's a mistake. That's a common mistake that you start to become more critical of your significant other,
mm-hmm.
because you being around them a little bit more. You see some of their bad habits, right, and they're good habits, and you tend to want to help fix them,
mm-hmm.
right? So what do you think about that? Being too critical.
Yeah,
do you think that happens a lot in relationships?
Oh yeah. Because nobody's perfect. So it's just, you have to remember that no one's perfect. And I would say that there is a delicate balance between, I feel like part of being in a relationship is that both people will grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think it's a delicate balance with, you know, allowing each other to sharpen, you know, we're sharpening each other. We're helping each other grow. So you can basically give some constructive criticism without being critical.
Right.
I hope I'm saying that the right way.
That sounds perfect to me.
And just criticizing everything that they do, because it's a delicate dance of accepting a person for who they are, and then also, you know, pushing them to be the best that they can be, and you would hope that they would be pushing you to be the best that you can be too.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, you know, you want to talk through your pet peeves, right? So what are some of your pet peeves about me?
What are some of my pet peeves? First thing that
sound like you got like 10 of them, don't you?
Oh, I was
you
trying
was sorting through all of them.
Yes, I was sorting.
Took a deep breath
because I want to say this the right way.
Yes, talk through.
I don't want to say something that I don't mean.
This is not rehearsed, you guys. This is right on. This I asked her. Now she see, this is how you supposed to do it. Take your time, breathe, and then release slowly.
Like, think about what you want to say before you say it. Still want to be honest, but I don't want to be harsh.
Don't want to be too critical, but at the same time, you want to get it out. So talk to me. What's some of your pet peeves? Well, I mean, one of them is, you know, organization. So that's one.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything is swallowed up into that big thing. I use the word messiness, but maybe that's like a mean word. I don't know.
No, I'm not. I don't take offense to that.
Okay, great. So messiness is swallowed.
Not nasty, not dirty, but messy.
Yes, it is just the lack of motivation to clean. Yeah.
To organize.
Yes, all of those pet peeves.
Because I clean the floor like a mug, sweeping up the floor.
I'm just like,
it's
what?
weird. I'm weird.
I'm like, is there nothing else that needs to be cleaned? That does not take highest priority right now. We got so much other stuff that needs to be cleaned.
I just don't like a mess. I think the floor is like your foundation of cleaning. If you got a messy floor and you trying to kick stuff around, it's like it throws everything off.
Yeah, and I asked him, so you're okay with, like, you know, the counters full of dishes and the sink full of dishes, but the floor is like,
they seem like they're in their rightful place. What's on the floor is supposed to be clean. It shouldn't be anything on the floor, right? No. So it shouldn't be a dish on the floor. I'm gonna pick that dish up, right? Yeah. But a dish can be on the counter. It can be there. They're chilling.
Okay, go ahead. Next point.
Well, I want to stay on that.
Well, I guess what's my pet peeve? What is it? Your biggest pet peeve for me?
My biggest pet peeve for you, you know what I found out, and I don't know if it's a saying or not. The same thing that you love about your partner is the same thing that you may dislike about your partner. So my partner, Ashley here, she is a very nice person, right?
Yeah.
Can't really say it's a pet peeve. That's the first thing I think of right now, but she's a very nice person, and sometimes she will be too nice, and a lot of people take advantage of her. I don't want nobody to take advantage of my baby, so I'm kind of protective.
I'm doing better.
Yes. And so this fits in the same category. Soon as you start not respecting your significant other, it's pretty much over with. What you think? It's kind of hard to get respect back.
It's not over with, no.
So tell me somebody you lost respect for and you gained it back. Like they literally have to like jump in front of a bullet for you or something.
I think if a person that I lost respect for figures out, or if I tell them what the issue is and they apologize and they change, I can get my respect back for you.
Yeah.
And maybe I have even more respect because you were able to humble yourself, realize that you weren't perfect.
That's true.
Take it, change it. Wow, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, have I lost respect for someone and they were able to regain it, my respect? No. But that's because they didn't change.
Okay.
That's key for me.
Yeah.
No, you can't get it if whatever's happening that I lost respect for you, you know, if that's still happening, then no, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really trying to go through my pet peeves in my head, and I really can't think. I'm about to come back to that one because I really can't think of any pet peeves that I'm pretty sure there are. I just don't think I can't
You
think of
didn't
it
like
right now.
that I keep food. I don't throw food away as fast as you would
Yeah.
like.
Look, I sound like Willow
Red
over
tape
red
talk.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll keep sour cream in there, open the lid up. And me, I don't check dates. And the sour cream be green,
It does not. No, it does not. Stop it. First of all,
But
y'all.
she does.
when you-
It will be some old food in there. She knows it's in there, and she knows it's old, but she doesn't throw it out.
Well, because when you got a lot of stuff, and I see, I have a system, but he's not.
I don't know her system.
He don't know
because
my system.
I'm not in her head.
Basically, now I just throw stuff out. First of all, I try to be an environmentalist. Let me just say this, and I hate throwing away food. So I think it's actually like I just hate waste in general. So I think it's like this block in my brain, like
Subconscious block.
Yes, I don't want to throw it out because
You're a hoarder.
I just hate
You a
throwing
hoarder.
away food.
Quit hoarding food. Throw it away. For you.
Oh, I'm
deathly
trying to
sick.
like get to the point where I never throw not one scrap of food away. That's the goal. Is to never throw a piece of food away ever.
See, and this is my wife, y'all. And I don't think like that, but guess what? She's opening my mind. This is the best way to go. Just take some transformation, and we're gonna get there.
It's waste. I don't like wasteful behavior.
I get it. I don't like it either.
Yes. So, just a lot going on. At the worst time when this was happening, I was pregnant and sick and vomiting and all of this stuff, and just wasn't checking the refrigerator like I should have been. And I told Jason, nobody's stopping him from checking the refrigerator. You see that?
No, I'm on it now. I'm on it.
No, you're not.
I'm
you're not.
Still not on it.
No, you're not.
I was on it.
Because I told him. I said,
about
if you
a couple
got
of weeks. I was on it.
I said, if you got such an issue, then you need to check. This need to be your job, and you see how easy it is to know that something is gotten old in there, but just haven't like thought about it.
Right.
And because Jason, he'll reach to the back of the refrigerator to get something, and I'm
if
just
it's
like,
something I want, then yeah,
oh
I'll
my
reach for it.
god, oh my god, like
It's in the refrigerator.
how did you even see that?
The
Because
refrigerator's
normally
meant-
that's how stuff goes old, is because it get pushed to the back.
Well, that's the entire refrigerator is meant to preserve. So
Oh
therefore,
my god,
if it's in there, if I want it, I'm gonna get it.
yes.
I just got to do. How I can help out on this. I cannot get when I go grocery shopping. I cannot get the big tub or whatever.
Yeah, because see, he gets mad at me, but whenever I let him go to the grocery store, he always buys a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, ugh, I'm trying to explain to him, I have more practice in this, but he want to argue with me, right? Jason, we're not going to eat all of that, okay? He got mad at me about some old ketchup. I said, how we got 3 bottles of ketchup in the refrigerator in the first place? That's because I'm not going to buy another bottle of ketchup when we have a bottle of ketchup in there that's unused. But you went and got those 3 bottles of ketchup. So now you create more work for me.
Right.
Because I got to check 3 bottles instead of 1 bottle of ketchup. So y'all see what I deal with. So
when you talking about your mates, your significant other's pet peeves, take it slow.
Don't get upset like I just did.
Just take it slow, y'all. All right. Remember, these are the 10 common long-term relationship mistakes. Now, just because
whose list is this?
Well, I was gonna give it a shout out towards the end.
Okay.
So Miss Lindsay Weinberg, she's out here in Los Angeles.
Awesome.
So give a shout out to Miss Lindsay. Shout out. Hey. So let's move on to number 5. Number five. You forget to tell each other about big or small moments in your life.
Yeah. I kind of feel like if you gotten to this point, then y'all need to do some work on your relationship.
Well, I mean, a relationship is a working relationship. That sounds like something that you constantly have to work on. It's a relationship. So we all have to work on our relationship, right? Because, I mean, you don't feel like you're doing that sometimes? I know I have. Well,
maybe some small stuff.
But that's what I said. Forget to tell each other about big or small moments.
Never anything big though.
Yeah, nothing any big. But so what's what you meant? If
Yeah, I
it's something
guess.
big, then you need to really work on your relationship.
Yeah, because I mean, maybe
Y'all are so disconnected.
yeah. If something big happened, Jason is the first person I want to call.
Right.
I am gonna call. That's if something big is happening. Yeah, that's first person I'm telling.
Well, some people, like for instance, like if you have a job that, you can't have your cell phone and something happened, a big moment, I got a promotion on my job, right? But you can't listen to me because you don't have your cell phone at work, right? I'm just using this as an example for those out there. So I may not be able to tell you first. I'm so excited. I got to tell somebody else. So I may call some of my friends. I may call James. I may call Todd. I may call Dave. I may call somebody else and tell them about it before I even get to you. And sometimes I might tell all three of them, or even more because I have a plethora of friends, right?
Oh gosh.
So I may tell them first. So about time it comes to you, the messages, it doesn't have as much energy or funk, and I may forget some things because I done told it already so many times. So that can be an issue. But big issue, big moments, yeah, you really need to reevaluate. Is this, your life partner, or is this something you're just doing for the time being because you want to share those moments with them?
Yeah, I still don't. I'm having a hard time trying to even imagine being with somebody that I wasn't excited about calling and telling them,
Well, like
something huge. I mean, I get what you're saying.
yeah, some relationships are different. So, but our relationship is, we're here, we're living with each other, and some people are deployed. Some people, it's just a lot of
Put it in
different
an
situations.
email, like
It's just different situations. Man.
text it.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. Let's so number 6, you don't plan quality time together.
Very important.
Yes, that is my wife's number 1 love language, quality time.
No.
What's your
Acts
number?
of service.
Acts of service. Yes. So so there we go. So you got to plan quality time. You want to spend some time with your wife. That's why I like this podcast, because we're having conversations. We're spending quality time with each other. We're learning stuff, and we just sharing what we're learning. Hopefully, y'all can share some stuff with us. So, spend some quality time, plan it out, because if you don't plan it, it might not happen. Especially in today's world, we're a lot busy. You got those kids and
For
jobs
sure.
and all other types of stuff.
Yeah, you got to make time for each other. Like that is, and I think, yeah, like you just said, career and kids, and it's really easy not to prioritize time together. But, it's this thing that happens sometimes where people, right after the kids are all grown and stuff, sometimes their parents will divorce because they didn't
They like, oh, kids gone, I'm out.
They didn't prioritize their time with, over the years. They just they was just going through the motions, and they focused on the
So
kids.
make sure the
and
kids get to college and stuff
yeah,
like that.
and then when it was just the two of them,
It's
they
a
was
wrap.
like, dang, who are you? Like, I
Right.
don't even know who you are anymore. I haven't been, it's just me and you now?
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So,
It's just me and you. Oh, baby. Just the two.
yeah. So if you want your relationship to stay strong, this is definitely an important thing, because you don't want to wake up one day and just don't know who your partner is. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Plan, you could try playing for dates out, but they don't necessarily have to be out. They could be, in.
Yeah.
It could be a little movie. It could be a little picnic in the backyard,
I saw this video on online where this couple, it sounded like they were in the UK. I think they had an accent, and the woman was saying that she wanted to go out, and the man was like, "We can go out. I arrange everything." She's like, "You sure?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna arrange everything. I got kids and everything." So she goes and go get dressed and all pretty and stuff, and then she comes back, and and she's like, "Did you get a sitter?" And he was like, "No, I didn't get a sitter." And she was like, "Oh, why not?" And so he takes her outside in their backyard, and he had gotten this like huge blow up sort of inflatable house thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they just had like a date where they played music and drank alcohol in the backyard.
Dope.
But it was just the two of them, and she seemed like she had a very great time. So
That's cool.
yeah, I thought so too. It's so sweet.
Yeah. So number 7, you let your significant other take over your life.
Mm-hmm.
What do we mean by that?
I don't know. You tell me.
What do we mean is this happens a lot in the beginning, and I guess it happens a lot in the long term as well. You know, your significant other, you just basically engulf your life in your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
You cut off your friends. You don't do certain things that you used to do because you are engulfed with your significant other. They take over your life. They tell you what to do, when to do, and how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that is definitely a mistake, because you won't be happy in the long run. What you think?
Well, I'm just thinking about what you just said. They tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. That sounds like a abusive relationship, a controlling relationship.
I mean, it could be.
Well, if we just scale it back a little bit and just say that, like, sometimes people just lose. I hear people say that they lost themselves, and maybe their partner isn't telling them what to do and how to do it all the time, but your focus is constantly on your partner,
Right.
and never on what you need to take care of yourself.
Whether it's, career development, whether it's your friends,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's, personal development, I need to be doing some sit-ups, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you don't want to let your significant other, basically just take over your life like that.
Yeah.
Have some individuality.
Yes, you are two complete people
Yes.
that are making a whole.
Right. Moving right along. Number 8, you talk about your relationship way too much. What does that mean?
I don't know.
That means you can just give me your take on what you think. But
I want to know. You tell me.
Well, what it means is it means you talk to too many other people about your relationship.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You run your mouth about, we got this going on, or I hate it when she does this and I hate it when she does that. You talk about those things, and that person, that significant other, that friend that you're telling it to, they are not getting a full picture of what your significant other is when you're complaining about your relationship. Or on the flip side, you're talking about all the good things all the time. Like that, that person getting the wrong impression of your significant other. So when y'all have conversations, that person may come with a lot of negative things about your significant other if you pushing all negative towards them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in the long run, that's not good for your relationship. What do you think?
I agree with that. And yeah, sometimes that last point about what you said about you're kind of coming to your friends to vent maybe, and so you're constantly
Mm-hmm.
talking about something negative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dang, if I'm your friend, I'm definitely going to have a negative view of your significant other, because
Right.
all you've fed me is negativity.
Correct.
So you never tell me about any of the good stuff that he or she does. Then
Right.
I'm just like, well, why are you with this person?
Right.
If because you constantly feed me negative stuff. So,
Right.
but yeah, I think people, it's okay to vent, but you should definitely be dealing with these issues and having these conversations with your partner,
Right.
instead of just going and vent, telling everybody else the problem.
Yes.
You need to turn it back in and and be talking about that with your partner.
Right. And that's what I was about to say. It's crucial to have, down to earth conversations with your partner,
Mm-hmm.
not with everybody else, and not all on Facebook.
Don't do it.
That's one of those things where people get in a relationship and they want to post every heartbeat moment,
Mm-hmm.
just every 3-4 times a day. Oh, I love my husband. I love my wife. And, a lot of times, when you see that, it's probably something different.
Mm-hmm.
In
I'm
real
just like,
life.
who got time for this? I just be so busy. I don't know. I'm just always.
But if you
wondering.
do that, that's whatever floats your boat. Go for it. But
Yeah, I'm not trying to be,
you just have those conversations with your partner, not
Yeah.
with everybody else. All right. So 9, you worry too much about the future. So that's self-explanatory. What are we gonna do 10 years from now? What are our career goals? You definitely want to have goals, but you spend too much time worrying about in the present, worrying about the future. It incapacitates you. It can stagnate your relationship if you worrying about the future too much.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Do you think I do that?
No. Yeah, right. Jason, don't worry about
Hakuna
nothing.
Matata. That's why I love Hawaii, because they basically say, like, man, they just chill, hang loose, no worries in Hawaii. So yeah, I gotta go back. It's no worries, man. Worry about, deal with the present, enjoy the present, right?
Yeah. Didn't Jesus say today's troubles are enough?
It is.
Am I quoting that right?
Basically,
I have to look that up.
yeah, check that out. But no,
Jesus said, "Don't be doing all that worrying. Today's trouble are enough."
It is. So yeah, just focus on the present, reflect on the past, and you want to plan for the future, but don't worry about it. Right? I'm not a worrier. But as you have these kids, that make you become a little bit more worrier. A warrior, not a warrior. I am a warrior, but a worrier. I can only imagine once they get a little bit older, I'm probably gonna have a little bit more gray hairs as they go out and take on this world in school. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to know what's going on with my baby while they're at school. Number 10, you think a perfect relationship exists.
Yes.
That's when you're trying to keep up with them Joneses. Right? You see this couple, you think they got it all going on. And some people may think we got it all going on, Ashley and Jason, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? We're not a perfect couple. We're not the Huxtables. That's fake. That's a TV show.
They weren't perfect on the show.
No, they wasn't. But some people still think they are. Off of, I guess some of them didn't watch all the shows and stuff. But no, man. You got problems. I got issues. Ashley got issues, and we got pros and cons. But you got to learn how to bring all it together and take it one day at a time. We don't have drawn out fights and arguments. We have our disagreements, and then we try to bring it on home or whatever. But there's not a perfect relationship. It's just not. There's people have issues. President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, well, former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, their relationship is not perfect. Whether you think with all the knowledge they have, with the great expertise, Michelle, she, actually read a book. She has a lot of knowledge, right? You can learn a lot from her, but they still have issues.
Right.
So if they still have issues and all that good stuff, you're probably going to have issues too. So it's okay.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, right? That's a common mistake for not just long-term relationships, but any relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have problems. That's okay. Fight through it. What do you think about it?
I think you're absolutely correct. And I think I just wanted to add that, I think I've said this before, but I'm all about expectations. And I think the reason why people get so disappointed is because you have certain expectations for stuff. So if you don't have this expectation that marriage is supposed to be peaches and cream, because nobody in the history of the world, marriage is just peaches and cream 100% of the time, right? If you already understand that, and that there's going to be some problems that arise, it's the way that you deal with them is what will help your relationship move forward and be strong. So, just that expectation of perfection is totally unrealistic and impossible. Right.
And so, speaking of expectations, I don't expect Ashley to get gas get gas for the car. You know what I'm saying? So I set those expectations. And, she just asked me the other day, babe, I think we got like 12 miles left in the car as I'm going to get my hair cut. We got like 12 miles left. I think it was
Excuse me.
I think it was like 7 miles.
No,
actually.
no.
When I got to the barbershop, I had 0 miles.
No. I told you the day before. Jason, there's no gas in the car. And I don't feel like stopping to go get some gas because I'm running to pick up the kids. So I told you the day before.
Yeah.
I reminded you when you was leaving to go get your haircut.
Yeah.
But you had plenty of daylight still left the day before to go get some gas. I was going to stop and get
the key phrase is you didn't feel like stopping.
Well, the line was so long.
That's why I said I don't really expect you to do it, babe. It's okay. It's okay. I got you.
Well, yes, because obviously I'm still an independent woman, but obviously I used to get my own gas all the time. Yeah. And then Jason just started, I think when I became pregnant, you started trying to make sure.
It's just one of the perks of being with J-Rock G.
Well, he was trying to help me. As I said in previous episodes, I was just horribly sick. Because, we was married a long time before that and you didn't go get gas for me.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Not every single time.
Right, yeah.
Like I never had to pump gas when I was pregnant.
When the last time you think you pumped some gas?
I pumped some gas.
No,
I know exactly when I pumped gas.
Why she pointing at me?
I pumped gas in July. That was the last time I pumped some gas.
This past July?
Yes.
Man.
That is correct.
And then when before then? Because I was about to say at least some years.
No, Jason. I was driving to work every day.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I even when I was pregnant, I still had to stop and get gas because sometimes you wouldn't get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely it hasn't been years. Okay.
About a year. About in the past year you did it once.
Yeah, I think so. No, I did it more than once, but the last time I remember is July.
And I'm pretty sure it's I know it's some things that she doesn't expect me to do that I guess normal husbands would do, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you got something you can think of since I got on your case a little bit?
I mean, are you getting on my case? Is that what was happening?
I'm just saying, you kind of felt a little defensive over there.
Well, you haven't. Let's see. What have you not done? You haven't bathed Isaiah. Isaiah is our youngest child, 9 months.
Yeah.
You haven't bathed him?
I mean, it's only been 9 months.
I think you've never bathed him in his whole life.
It's only 9 months.
You may have done it one time because maybe you came in there and sat with me as I
I never
she was like,
him.
"Oh, I ain't never seen Isaiah having a bath." I'm like, yeah.
He's just splashing around. Having fun.
He loves water, so he has.
But on the flip side, we have 2 kids. So
yes, and you bathe her.
I bathe. I make sure Jordan is taken care of in the bathtub.
Yeah, you don't wash her hair though. I have to do that.
Yeah,
and you never comb her hair. That's one thing that you never do. All
right, we go to the next episode. This episode is finished.
Well, you asked, so
she's about to pull out some more. Got like 12 of them. So again, want to definitely give a shout out to Miss Lindsay Winberg from LA for coming up with this list. The 10 common long-term relationships mistakes. So I hope y'all got some out of it. I got some stuff out of it. I love learning new things from time to time.
I love to learn. So
yeah. So hopefully y'all got some out of it. Let's talk about it on Wednesday. Meet us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're gonna see y'all there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Right?
Absolutely.
Got anything else to leave it with, love?
I just want to kind of tell people that we are definitely still working on some other topics that we have been getting requests for. Blended families. We are working on it. We're gonna get it to you.
We got jobs. We got kids, man. They coming. But keep listening. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to UK. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to everybody. All the loveologists out there in the world. Shout out, y'all.
Yes. So just, what else was friends of the opposite sex? We're definitely going to do that one pretty soon.
Yeah. Friends of the opposite sex.
Yeah. So they're coming. We just wanted to wait for the right time and we had to get some ducks in order. Mm-hmm. But They're
some
coming
interviews.
soon.
Got to get the right people.
Right.
At the right time.
We want to get the right people for y'all to talk about this.
And we record in weird hours.
Yes.
So it's kind of difficult sometimes to get people to come around during those weird hours.
Right.
When all the kids are asleep. So, again, thank y'all. Check our website out. I already said that. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace. You've been listening to the Loveology podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.